All right, welcome back. This is the second round of the playoffs. Toronto beats the Knicks and comes to Charlotte. Charlotte barely escapes out of the first round against Boston with a 74-73 win and a huge performance by the three scorers, Stewart, and Roderick Evans. The Raptors, pretty young team, definitely playing above expectations, but J.P. Gooden is a superstar for them, so something to watch out for. Here's Hardaway setting the screen for Saric, the power forward. Saric is going to hit a fadeaway three, and if he's hitting those, he's the fifth option. It might be a long night for Toronto and their young players, but there's Brand, the former Hornet, in down low, and then Brad Stewart off the missed three from Hardaway grabs a rebound, dunks at home. J.P. Gooden to Kafka, gets blocked by Brad Stewart, and here's Roderick Evans, gonna nice little crossover snatch back from the top of the key. He's gonna hit the mid-range, and Connor's gonna drive in with a nice little showboat layup there. Here's Hardaway off the screen, hits the three from the left wing. Brad Stewart on the block, turnaround jumper up and in, and that's a concern for Toronto. Do they have the bigs to contain Stewart? And there's Connor with a three, starts off the game hot. Saric misses the three. Brad Stewart gets the dunk put back. You'll see a lot of that in this game. Here's Hardaway again. Somebody they missed. He missed a lot of time in the regular season. They are glad to have him back. And here's Brad Stewart with the steal. Beats everybody down the floor and flushes it home. Charlotte out to a big lead. But here's J.P. Gooden in the corner. He's going to get the nice bounce. And Hardaway here. What a move. They missed him so much, and he has got fresh legs. Here's Stewart. Stewart's just going to go in and finish over Gooden on the size mismatch there. Here's Hardaway again. Hardaway with the spin and lays it in. He is a big reason why the Hornets got off to such a big start here. Here's Hardaway again. Finds his way in the paint. Just hits the floater. And he is having a great game. That's the end of the first. Charlotte up 29-14. Here's Stevens for Toronto, finishes with contact, and that's a great play there. Kloppenberg out to Yee. Yee's going to hit the deep three. Just Charlotte was clicking on all cylinders in this game, and there's Eddie Lowry with the jam inside. Here's Yee. They leave Evans wide open for three, and that's what you can't do if you're Toronto. And Kafka just lays it up off the glass there. Here's J.P. Gooden. J.P. Gooden, nice three-pointer off the pick and roll there. Here's Saric. Saric finds Brad Stewart. And Saric isn't a big name, but he has done so much. There's Brad with the block. Yee brings up the court to Evans. Back to Yee. Yee's going to throw it up and in. There's Evans is going to pull up off the screen and hit. And Charlotte, when they're hitting threes, live and die by the three, as we saw in the last game against the Celtics. Here's J.P. Gooden from the corner. And J.P. Gooden went off in this game, just didn't have a lot of help. There's the assist from Hardaway to Stewart. Stewart finishes over Kafka. And Kafka is young. He's under 22 years old, so going up against a 90 overall and 25-year-old Brad Stewart, he's going to have his hands full. And here's the playoff. So we will be playing the 76ers if we win tonight. And there's J.P. Gooden on that and one there and hits his free throw. And there's Connor, lays it up and in. It's Connor again. J.P. Gooden gets the rebound and lays it up and in. I'm telling you, he had a great game. This was not his fault that they lost. There's Roderick Evans coming off the screen, and he hits the three. Here's Hardaway in the corner. Hardaway just feeling it tonight. And he was just having a game. Here's Tyler. Tyler gets Evans to jump and gets the nice layup there. What a great play. Now here's Yee from the mid-range. He's going to hit. And Sarge had a bunch of assists tonight. Here's Connor driving in over Hardaway at the tough finish, trying to keep his team in the game, trying to get back in the game. But it's hard to do it when this guy's hitting threes. He at the top, at the top of the key from three. Then Tyler hits here, one of our young guys from Australia. And JP Gooden, Kafka with a nice assist there. Now here's Evans, double team, throws it to Stewart. Stewart's just going to finish right over Gooden. There's just no way to defend this team on these kind of nights, especially, I mean, you got to guard 1 through 5, especially if Saric is hitting his threes. And there's Evans, finds Hardaway for another three, and it was just a bludgeoning for Charlotte. And there's Hunt trying to get involved. He hits another one, another assist from Roderick Evans. And then Roderick Evans wide open. Brad Stewart, Evans misses. Brad Stewart gets the rebound and puts it up and in. So that'll do it for the third. Charlotte up 71-47. Here's Yee. Yee's hitting his mid-range shot today. The last game, Yee went 3 for 12 from 3, so good to see him getting back into a consistent shooting role. Here's Yee to Kloppenberg. Shot clock's winding down. He's going to hit the 3. And here's Gooden. Gooden from the top of the key. He's going to drain that 3 as well. Now here's Yee. Yee's going to drive in and get blocked by the rookie, Leslie Mitchell. And that's one of the guys, if you watch our rookie showcase, he's one of the guys I'm high on. And JP Gooden with another 3 there. And Lowry with the dunk. I'm telling you, it wasn't JP Gooden's fault that Toronto lost. It's just a young team, and they're just trying to go up against some gunners here. And here's JP Gooden. He finds his young big man Kafka inside. And here's Gooden. Gooden hits the mid-range. And that about does it for this game. Kloppenberg showing off his jumping ability. He had one of those plays against the Celtics too. And here's Gooden with the and one. And that'll do it. Charlotte, big win, 89-68 statement win. Can they keep the three-point shooting up when they go play the 76ers? That's going to be a great game. And as you can see here, 13 for 27 for Charlotte, 48% from 3, only 7 for 28 for Toronto, 25%. Points in the paint, 36 for Charlotte, 26 assists for Charlotte, bench points 21-8. And then Hardaway 23-4, Brad Stewart 20-10-2. Evans had a quiet game, but he filled the stat sheet, 13-6-8. And then Lou Yee just hitting 50% from the field, all just jump shots. But what a great game from Hardaway. I love to see him come out. You can definitely tell his legs are pretty fresh for this game. And even Kloppenberg, 7 points, 4 assists. Everybody got involved. Hunt, Lowry. I mean, it was just an all-around effort from the Hornets. And JP Gooden, just shy of 30 points, hit 5 for 10 from 3. Then Kafka, 11, 4 and 2. Connor had a good game, just couldn't hit in the second half. The young Artie Tyler, the Aussie, 6, 2 and 2. But that'll do it. Stay tuned. We have the Kings and the defending champions, the Rockets, in the Western Conference Finals. That'll be Jerome Cheeks, the big center for the Kings. If you want to know him, go check out the All-Star highlights. And they'll be playing against Jamal Lloyd and Peter Jukic for the Houston Rockets as Houston tries to defend their title. And then Charlotte will be at home again for the single game elimination playoffs against the Philadelphia 76ers. And that's going to be a great game because there's a bunch of stars in that game. So we're going to have stars in the championship either way, but really looking forward to this upcoming game. And I'll try and feature the Kings game as well, at least some of it, because I would like to see those guys play. But that'll do it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.